Part 14. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 131. The road ahead is getting more and more secluded, and more silent. Swoosh swish. There was a sound of breaking air, and Fang Fan's eyes suddenly flickered. Is it finally here? One by one, fully equipped soldiers came out from the surrounding area, and there were some zombies among them. Zombies appeared in Shuyang City. These zombies are obviously not scattered zombies, but the army of zombies in Shuyang City. In a word, there is also a 3-star army and 3 2-star army. What a big battle! In general, there are almost 200 or 300 people, and the lowest one starts with a 1-star awakened person, and the existence of 2-star and 3-star level is endless. Ah, why are you blocking my way? Miss Meyer invited me to the banquet, so I can't delay the time. The corners of Fang Fan's mouth rose slightly, pretending to be anxious. Humph. Are you the only one who wants toads to eat swan meat? Mayor is also someone you can get close to? It's just a nouveau riche who rose up in the last days. I hate people like you the most. A sullen young man walked out of the crowd, staring at Fang Fan fiercely, looking particularly annoyed. What are you? What is the commander's son? What is your name? Mad, a little character like you, I can't remember it. Fang Fan frowned and thought for a while, but he forgot his name. I am Fu Yong, the son of the great commander of the Shuyang City Guard Army. Fang Fan. How dare you humiliate me? You don't act as your city lord. What are you doing in Shuyang City? You dare to hook up with Mayor. This is your burial place today. Fu Yong showed excitement and killed Fang Fan. Except for this competitor, Meyer was his. Fang Fan pouted, women are really bad luck. He and this idiot in front of him, have nothing to do with each other, but this guy looks at him with hatred in his eyes. Give it to me. Kill him. I'll be rewarded. It is your honor to die at the hands of my father's personal guard. I know that you are a 3-star awakener, no, you have been promoted to 4-star now. You are promoted so quickly. But even so, you will surely die today. Fu Yong looked at the powerful combat power around him with great interest, and became more and more arrogant. Tisk, there is no possibility of adjustment. Must kill me. Fang Fan squinted his eyes and touched his nose with his right hand, as if thinking about something. Ha ha ha. Scared now? Scared. I tell you. It's useless to be afraid no matter how scared you are. Today you must die. I will definitely kill you. I will definitely kill you. This is a fact that cannot be changed. Aren't you the number 1 on the double list? Are you not so good? Your card shop has even opened in Shuyang City. You attacked the Acropolis, and everyone regards you as a hero, right? My Meyer. It's you who hooked me up like this. Kill him. As Fu Yong spoke, he seemed even more excited. Fang Fan shrugged and gave Galen a look. Tisk, slaughter them all. It's helping Shuyang City clean up a disturbing factor. Fang Fan suddenly laughed, very pure. You only know that I was promoted to a 4-star awakened. But how can you know that the guard beside me, Garen, has unlocked the 7-star combat power? Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 132. It's a fight without suspense. Fang Fan held a 6-star equipment Dragon Slayer laser pistol in his left hand, and a 4-star longsword in his right. The 6-star laser pistol kept attacking long-distance targets, and the 4-star longsword was clearly the enemy that rushed forward. Facing a bunch of existences that don't even have 4-star combat power, Fang Fan is still able to complete the brutal killing. Not to mention, and a Galen. As a 7-star awakened Garen, every time he swings the great sword in his hand, his sword light can kill 10 or 8 enemies. This battle is simply playing a house, there is no suspense at all. The elite guards of more than 200 people were quickly slaughtered by most of them. At this moment, Fuyang also panicked. It's only been a few minutes, these two guys in front of me are really crazy. The elite guards he was so proud of couldn't last a moment. Fang Fan. You're crazy. This is my father's elite bodyguard. Are you trying to provoke a war with our Shuyang city? You have already provoked Wei Guo, and if you offend our Shuyang city again, you are courting death. Seeing that there were fewer and fewer guards around, Fuyang began to shout loudly, trying to make Fang Fan's scruples. Fang Fan glanced at Fuyang when he heard the sound. This guy is really naive. Do you think the Shuyang city lord will offend me for a little shrimp like you? Well, if he really does this, it will only show his stupidity. I don't mind a wave of massacres. I asked you if it was possible to adjust, but you said it was impossible. So, all have to die. Fang Fan continued to fight while talking. Pieces of blood rained down, making this secluded street a lot more lively. Soon, more than 200 elite guards were slaughtered. Fuyang knelt on the ground tremblingly, his eyes filled with fear. Let me go, it's not me. It has nothing to do with me, it's Ye. He encouraged me to come here. Really, it's not me. Don't kill me. My father is the commander. If you kill me, he won't let you go. You are still in Shuyang City, by the way. You still have to open a shop in Shuyang City. You let me go, and I will cover your shop in the future. And Meyer, I don't want it either, I don't want it anymore, ah. Boom. The gunshot rang out, and there was a bullet hole on Day House for it. Fang Fan glanced at the 6-star laser pistol in his hand. The power of the secret passage was really good. It's just a bit of a waste of a supply card. The laser pistol can only be fired 10 times in a row, and then a supply card is required to supply energy. Since the so-called banquet is an assassination, then the so-called invitation of Yamaer is also a cover? Fang Fan swept the battlefield at random, searched for magic crystals and cards, and then pondered for a while. Now he can go back to the card shop, or move on. Golan, you go back and bring a few legions over, I'll go to the city lord's mansion first, this matter must have an end. The corners of Fang Fan's mouth were slightly raised, and now it's up to the Ye family's attitude. Their attitude determined Fang Fan's next move. In front of the city lord's mansion, Fang Fan strode in. City Master Fang? Why are you here? Is there something wrong? Did you come to me specially? As soon as she arrived at the door, she met Yamaer. She was amazed at Fang Fan, and there was a little bit of joy in her heart. The man in the dark road finally couldn't stand it anymore. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shuyu. Chapter 133. Tusk, didn't you send someone to tell me to come to the banquet? Then do you have a few big deals to discuss with me? Fang Fan pretended not to know anything, but he was rather surprised. I didn't, when did I call you over for the banquet? Yamaer looked at Fang Fan with a bewildered expression. Why are you here? Where's Fuyang? Ye was waiting anxiously, and when he saw Fang Fan's arrival, he subconsciously asked. According to his plan, it should be Fuyang who is here now. Then Fuyang came with the news that Fang Fan was killed. But now, Fang Fan is safe and sound. Could it be that this fellow Fuyang flinched? This rubbish. Can't do anything well. Ye secretly despised. Tusk, Fuyang's genius, I don't know. However, I encountered a robber on the road, but it's nothing, I have already taken care of it. The corners of Fang Fan's mouth rose, and he gave Ye a meaningful look. Ye's complexion suddenly changed. Fang Fan. Come out. Fang Fan. You killed my son in the street. You slaughtered my personal guards. Fang Fan. Fu Xiong, don't share the sky with you. Just as Ye was thinking about it, a large group of people suddenly arrived, led by Fu Xiong, the commander of the Shiyang City Guards. And what Fu Xiong said made Ye's face change dramatically. You slaughtered Fu Xiong's personal guards alone? That's, but 200 or 300 elites. There is also a 3-star army of soldiers. Ye was full of shock. He knew that Fang Fan's fighting power was very strong, so he chose to trick Fang Fan over here, and then surrounded and killed him. But what surprised him was, the entire army was wiped out. Even the elite guards of more than 200 people, were also slaughtered. Commander Fu Xiong, is there any misunderstanding here? City Lord Fang Fan just came to Shiyang City, he came to Shiyang City specially to open a shop, how could he go and kill Fu Yang? Ye Mayer also has a big head, but she still subconsciously protects Fang Fan in front of him, trying to resolve each other's grievances. Humph. Miss Mayer should not interfere in this matter. If it wasn't for Miss Mayer, Yang would never have done such a stupid thing. Fu Xiong snorted, and it could be seen that he didn't like seeing Ye Mayer very much. Ye Mayer's face changed, she wanted to speak, but was stopped by Fang Fan. Tisk, that robber leader was your son before. It's a pity. It was shot by me. And your guards, they didn't indicate their identities. They came up to kill me directly. You said I could not kill them. Waiting to be killed by them. Your son died and your guards were slaughtered. In fact, I can't blame me, I can only blame them for being too rubbish, but they came to provoke me. You think I'm right, don't you? Fang Fan stood up calmly, staring at Fu Xiong without showing any signs of timidity. Even if surrounded by thousands of troops, he is still as stable as an old dog. Very calm. Fang Fan, you alone, the elite guard who slaughtered more than 200 people? This is impossible. Ye, who was on the side, woke up a little. At this moment, there was more fear in his eyes than horror. Not alone. There is also a guard. We are two. Fang Fan smiled and stared at Ye, who shrank his neck subconsciously. I don't want to know the process. All I know is that you killed my son. I want to avenge you. Everyone don't stop me today. Otherwise, don't blame me, Fu Xiong, for being ruthless. Fu Xiong is like a mad lion at the moment, he will try his best to protect his cub. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 134. Really? It's just these people. Fang Fan moved his joints, and a sarcastic expression suddenly appeared on his face. Humph. You think you are a god? You are just a 4-star awakened. Even if you use human life, I will kill you. Fu Xiong glared at Fang Fan fiercely, with murderous intent in his eyes. Although it is an army that has gathered in a hurry, there are also thousands of troops, and many of them are more than 1-star combat power. Then wait and see. Fang Fan suddenly snapped his fingers, looking a little cynical. Grand Commander. No. Not good. Behind, a team of dozens of people rushed in. The figure of the messenger came out from behind. Trash. Dozens of people. What are you nervous about? Shame on me, Shiyang City. Fu Xiong kicked the messenger, looking extremely upset. No. Not, the commander and they are too fierce. Charge directly. In just a few minutes, we have thousands of casualties. And they were unscathed. Keep fighting, and we'll be wiped out. The messenger got up from the ground in a panic, cold sweat soaked on his forehead. The current situation is no longer under their control. Keep fighting, they'll all get cold. As the messenger's voice fell, an elite commando suddenly rushed in from the thousands of people. They forcibly tore a huge gap from the encirclement of thousands of people. The ones who charged ahead were Galen with a big sword, and Xiao He who had 3 heads and roared wildly. Lord! Galen is here to help. Lord! Satan leads the army of demons to help. Lord! Hans leads the source of the Gothic machine gunners. Lord, Guan Hai. Accompanied by the roars of the unicorn and Xiao He, they looked majestic. Fu Xiong, the commander of the Shiyang City Guard Army, looked at the enemy army that was close at hand, and subconsciously stepped back. This momentum was too strong. When he looked back, there was only a piece of cold bloody corpse. The team in front of them, with only a few dozen people, was like a sharp knife, severing them from the middle. There is such a strong person in the world. Commander Fu Xiong, do you want to continue to raise teachers to ask guilt? Fang Fan shrugged casually, stepped forward, and stared at the high-ranking commander of Shiyang City. Avenging his son is excusable. But it is also necessary to clearly distinguish the occasion and measure, as well as the reason for the incident. You don't want to be aggressive. Fu Xiong took a deep breath, his face was filled with anger. Of course I know what the best choice is at the moment, but I can't keep my face down. Oh, Galen, keep attacking. There's still so many troops. It's enough for you to warm up anyway. Fang Fan's voice made everyone fall into the ice cellar instantly. The survivors among the Shiyang City army lost their will to fight in an instant. I had fought against the great patriotic army before, so I could still see some hope. And now they are facing these, what kind of immortal characters? Knives can't kill you. Guns can't kill you. This is total self-destruction. Gradually, these survivors began to break away from the army in groups. Soon, only 1,000 zombie soldiers remained in the army of thousands of people. People are unpredictable, and these zombies are more reliable at this time. One the great commander Fu Xiong. He actually openly took the initiative of the other party Fanchinj. How unreasonable. At a critical moment, the city lord of Shiyang came out of the city lord's mansion, scolded the chief commander Fu Xiong, and then looked at Fang Fan with a smile. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 135. City Lord Fang Fan is frightened. It is I who have nowhere to go and let your excellency see a joke. Please allow the old man to make amends here. As Ye Zheng spoke, he bent his spine. This old guy has been in the city lord's mansion before. There was such a big movement outside, and he had no reason to not know anything. Apparently, it's pretending. If this Fu Xiong killed Fang Fan just now, I'm afraid he would also be happy to see it happen, right? It's just that now I see that Fang Fan's army is too powerful, so I panic. He quickly came out and detained the commander Fu Xiong, making this guy a scapegoat. This old guy's routine is very clear. Fang Fan saw it in his eyes, but his face did not change at all. City Lord Ye also said that this is the Commander-in-Chief's private army. What's wrong with City Lord Ye? It's just that young Master Ye seemed to have revealed just now that he was also involved in this assassination incident. Tisk, I was frightened a lot, and my beloved General Garin almost died on the spot. It can be said to be extremely dangerous. Fang Fan squinted his eyes and said every word, looking very oppressive. Hearing Fang Fan mentioning his name, Ye's expression changed dramatically. The current situation, they are completely passive. If you really want to pursue it, can your life be saved? Father. Ye glanced at Ye Zheng, as if asking for help. Ye Zheng's face is also instantly difficult to look. This idiot son. You know how to make trouble for yourself. I don't know what it's provoked. Who is it? Fang Fan is too strong. These legions under his command are enough to subvert the entire Shuyang city. Shuyang city, which had just suffered from the war, could not bear such a blow. And since Fang Fan didn't directly tear his face, he obviously left room for maneuver. Ye Zheng glanced at his daughter, Ye Mei, and now Ye Mei was the only one who could talk to Fang Fan. Father, City Lord Fang was assassinated this time, we must give an explanation. Otherwise, what face would our Ye family have in Shuyang City? Ye Mei glanced to the side, looking resolute. She sighed secretly, not because she didn't want to help, but because she had dealt with Fang Fan so many times, she knew very well what Fang Fan was like. Ye's face turned pale again, he glared at Ye Mei viciously. Even at this time, he was still speaking sarcastically. Cough, City Lord Fang Fan is shocked. I don't know what your request is. Even if you put it forward, as long as our Ye family can do it, we will definitely not refuse. Ye Zheng sighed secretly, he was also very helpless. For the sake of your precious son, you must be soft. Fang Fan pursed his lips subconsciously. What the hell, I made it so clear, still don't understand? Fang Fan gave Chen Buletin a hint. My lord of the city is quite frightened, but it can't be comforted by a sentence or two. Let's be practical. Chen Buletin readily understood it, strode forward, and said directly. Cough, Chen Buletin, step back, how can you speak here? Fang Fan pretended to be dissatisfied, but secretly gave Chen Buletin a thumbs up. It fits so well together. It should be, it's 2 million magic crystals, and I hope City Lord Fang Fan will accept it with a smile. It's our Ye family who apologizes. I, Ye Zheng, hereby promise that such a thing will never happen again in the future. The branch of the card shop in Shuyang City will definitely be best protected. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 136. Seeing that this vision is still necessary, Ye Zheng gritted his teeth, this time he could only bleed. These 2 million magic crystals are almost the last of the Ye family's wealth. Fang Fan meant that, without any blood, he was obviously unwilling to give up. Shuyang City, which has just been devastated by the Great Defense Army, can't afford to miss the slightest. Spending money to eliminate disasters, also recognized. Who let this matter involve his precious son? If it was just the matter of the great commander Fu Xiong, it would be easy to cut him off with one sword. Oh, how is this so funny? My friendship between Zhongcheng and Shuyang City is here. It's just that I can't refuse City Lord Ye's intentions. Let's do it. Then I will reluctantly accept it. Fang Fan looked like I was helpless. Ye Zheng and Ye were so angry that their teeth were itching. Ye Mei burst out laughing. This fox, sometimes really has a different style. This was supposed to be an emergency. Fang Fan didn't even think about what to do with Shuyang City, he just came here to open a branch. If these people didn't want to assassinate him, there wouldn't be so many things, maybe he would have left Shuyang City and returned to Zhang City. It's not that Fang Fan didn't think about killing Ye, then controlling the entire Ye family, and then taking the opportunity to occupy Shuyang City, which was an excellent opportunity. Fang Fan himself is not a good man and a woman, and he doesn't have any psychological pressure for this kind of thing. It's just that the time is not right. After capturing Shuyang City, he still has to send troops to garrison, and there is no real benefit. Anyway, the card shop branch has already settled in, the established benefits have been obtained, and the rest can be put down. Returning to the first branch, after explaining to Chen Buletin a few times, Fang Fan was ready to lead his army back to Zhongcheng. The delay in Shuyang City was long enough, and Zhong City didn't know what was going on. When parting, only Ymir came to see him off. "I wish you a smooth journey. Our Ye family is really sorry for you about the assassination. Please don't blame the city master. Even if you want to blame, it's fine to blame Mayer alone, he is my brother after all." Ymir bit her lip, her face pale. A woman's family is indeed under a lot of pressure. "Really? Woman?" Fang Fan had a wicked smile on the corner of his mouth, suddenly stretched out his hand, held down Ymir's hair, and kissed her rosy lips, fiercely. "Huh. Remember, you are not allowed to do this in front of other men in the future. You can only show your charm in front of me." After Fang Fan finished speaking, he boarded the car and walked away. Shuyang City, at the gate of the city, Ymir stretched out her tender fingers and gently touched her lips. "Bastard. Lipsticks are all messed up." Ymir let out a soft drink, but there was a hint of tenderness in her beautiful eyes. On the jeep, Fang Fan covered his heart, and his face was a little red. "He's changed. Really changed. He would never have been captured by beauty before. But today, so rude. Well, that woman is so tempting. It sure is. It's not a labor issue. The willpower of labor is very strong. But, there is still a hint of sweetness on the lips, very comfortable feeling. Grass. Labor and capital suffer. This is my first kiss here." Fang Fan pouted, secretly saying that the woman made a lot of money. The convoy slowly drove towards Zhongcheng, and the trip ended perfectly. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 137. This is Zhongcheng. Father, we must take Zhongcheng completely this time. To wash away the shame of the Acropolis. Under Zhongcheng, Wei Ming's eyes were full of tyranny. For this city, he is full of resentment. Originally, he would be able to conquer Shuyang City right away, and he would be able to get everything he hoped for right away. The woman who haunted him will also kneel in front of him and beg for mercy. But damn Fang Fan. Damn Zhongcheng. Actually took the opportunity to attack the Acropolis. Even destroyed the city Lord Crystal of the Acropolis. They had to retreat in order to protect the foundation of the country, and their efforts over the past few days were also in vain. In my heart, there is this resentment that is very real. Wei Sun, the king of Wei, frowned. He was a little worried about his son's overconfidence. Zhongcheng is not that simple. You must be cautious and cautious. In addition, send messengers to Zhongcheng. If they are willing to beg for surrender, it will be even better. Wei Sun waved his hand helplessly. The Acropolis crystal was destroyed. In order to restore the Wei Guo crystal, he spent 10,000 high-grade magic crystals. Converted to 100 million low-quality crystals. This is an astronomical sum. He almost turned the entire family of Wei Guo upside down, and barely managed to get it together. For this, even the survivors of several cities controlled by the Wei Kingdom were squeezed countless times. Wei Guo's loss is far more than that. The great granary of the Acropolis. Enough for the big granary for their Wei family to take off in the apocalypse. It was also served in a pot. This is what annoys him the most. There is no food in the city, how long can his Acropolis and his kingdom survive? Attacking Zhongcheng is imperative. Boom boom boom. The loud drums of war sounded leisurely, and the army of nearly 100,000 zombies and the army of hundreds of thousands of survivors gathered began to siege the city. At this moment, there is an uproar in Zhongcheng. Wei Guo's revenge is coming. It came so quickly. At this time, Fang Fan was not in the city. Zhou Bie, the head of the Zhou family, and Zhao Zhen, the head of the Zhao family, had an ugly face. Although under their influence, Zhang Cheng also quickly gathered an army of tens of thousands of survivors, plus the army of 10,000 zombies guarding the city gate, barely forming a resistance. If all they are facing are ordinary enemy troops, their armies are completely enough. But this is Wei Guo. Wei Guo's army is too large. An army of nearly 100,000 zombies, an army of hundreds of thousands of survivors, have already densely packed Zhang Cheng. At the city gate, not even a mosquito can fly in. Of course, there is no escape. Zhang Cheng, is it going to be destroyed in this battle? The messenger of Wei, here. Zhou Ba muttered softly, and there was a hint of hesitation in his words. No. You don't know the means of our city Lord Fang? If we abandon the city and surrender at this moment, he will not let us go. On the contrary, if he can stick to the city, he will definitely not forget our credit. Zhao Zhen shook his head slightly, the communication between them was limited to each other. But the dozens of small family owners and even some gang leaders have long been fried. Under the apocalypse, they simply want to live. And living, seems to have become a difficult topic. Patriarch Zhou, Patriarch Zhao. Don't say City Lord Fang Fan is not here now. What can he do even if he is in the city now? Facing the army of the Wei Kingdom, can he resist? Is it not a dead end in the end? The head of a small family suddenly spoke up. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 138. This is obviously not a whim, but the idea has long been in my heart. With the opinion of this little family head, the entire discussion hall exploded. In the face of the mighty Wei Guo army, almost no one is willing to gamble with their own lives. This disaster was originally provoked by Fang Fan. If he hadn't insisted on attacking the Weikan, how could there be so many things? Humph. Now that the army of Wei Guo has come, he is hiding? How can there be such a reason in this world? Anyway, I am not convinced. According to me, I have to discuss it. That's it. It's better to give yourself a way to live than to die. You can't lie by yourself. Is this Zhang Cheng surnamed Fang or Wei? What does it do to us? But the food brought back by City Master Fang Fan, also distributed a lot to us. Idiot. That petty prophet fooled you. Stupid. Surrenderism clearly dominated the battle, and the scene fell into chaos for a while. You shameless bastards. When I first came to get the food, who didn't say that my eldest brother will last forever? All of them showed their loyalty there. Now Zhang Cheng is in trouble. It's such a slander. My Zhou Kaishan is a dude. But dudes also know friendship. I, Zhou Kaishan, will fight to the end today. I won't stop anyone who is a coward, but if anyone does something that is not good for Zhang Cheng, I will abolish him. In the conference hall, Zhou Kaishan endured for a long time. Human nature, just so fickle. Don't even want to hide it? What does this mean? Simply shameless to the extreme. Kaishan. Don't be rude. Zhou Ba scolded. Zhou Kaishan said these words just now, and his face flushed. After all, he also has this idea, but it is not so obvious. The enemy has hit the city gate. What else are you discussing? Each family sends troops to the city wall to help. Wait for my big brother to come back. Zhou Kaishan snorted and walked out of the conference hall. Father, Uncle Zhou, I think Kaishan did the right thing this time. No matter what, we have to wait until City Lord Fang Fan returns. Before that, we must defend Zhang Cheng. I led the elites of the Zhao family to help out. Zhao Yaxin cupped her hands and followed. The rest of the large group of masters and masters looked at each other. After the meeting dissipated, there was a different look in their eyes. My lord, the army of Wei Guo has surrounded Zhang Cheng in groups, and there are still a lot of people in the 3 floors and the 3 floors. Satan flew back from the front and reported the current situation. Fang Fan frowned. According to Satan's previous report, Zhongcheng had not been conquered yet, which made him feel at ease. The belated revenge, is it still here? Fang Fan's eyes twinkled brightly. It is very simple for Fang Fan to go back now. Activate the teleportation function of the City Lord's seal, and he can teleport back to the city at will. Of course, this feature can only be used once a day. But there are many legions accompanying him. Demon legions can fly, but other legions cannot. Lord, how do we go back? Satan noticed the change in Fang Fan's eyes and asked at random. How to go back? Call back. From the main gate. Call back in a dignified manner. The great army of the state of Wei, don't provoke me. If you provoke me, you will have to pay the price. But this matter, can't be too reckless. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 139. Fang Fan frowned. This time Wei Guo brought a lot of troops. An army of 100,000 zombies. It is estimated that the entire family of Wei has moved here. And then there's the improvised army of hundreds of thousands of survivors, and that's a problem. If you really want to do it, it is also an existence that needs to be solved. Even hundreds of thousands of pigs can kill people. I still have a lot of magic crystals in my hand. 1,000 high-grade magic crystals are obtained by destroying the Acropolis crystals, and if converted, it is 10 million low-grade magic crystals. There is also 2 million consolation money extorted from Yezheng, the city lord of Shuyang City. In addition to the income from the card shop and the slaughter of zombies, there are almost 15 million low-grade magic crystals. 5,000 low-grade magic crystals draw a promotion card, 15 million, that's 3,000 promotion cards. It takes 1,000 promotion cards to promote the 3-star Yellow Turban Commander Legion to 4-star. It takes 1,200 promotion cards to promote the 3-star Gothic Machine Gunner Corps to 4 stars. Well, it's quite enough. It can be implemented. Fang Fan directly took out all the 15 million low-grade magic crystals for promotion cards, and finally got 3,300 promotion cards. Promoted to the Yellow Turban Canal Commander Corps. Ding. Consume 1,000 promotion cards. The 3-star Yellow Turban Commander Corps was promoted to the 4-star Yellow Turban Commander Corps. Promoted to the Gothic Machine Gunners. Ding. Consume 1,200 promotion cards. The Samsung Gothic Machine Gunners have been promoted to the Gothic Laser Rifles. The attire of the Yellow Turban Commander Corps has not changed, but the battle has obviously become stronger. As for the Samsung Gothic Machine Gunners promotion to the 4-star army, there has obviously been a qualitative change. All the traditional machine guns in his hands have been replaced by super tech laser rifles. Fang Fan specially brought it to experiment. The power is more than several times stronger than before. Basically, one shot can directly penetrate 10 zombies with 1 star and 2 stars. Guan Hai kneels to thank the Lord. Hans kneels to thank the Lord. Guan Hai and Hans immediately knelt down, and there was a flash of light in their eyes. 4-star army. They have also become the first-class army by the Lord's side. After the promotion of the Gothic Laser Rifle Corps and the Yellow Turban Commander Corps, the Legion's combat power list set off a bloody storm. The Legion combat power list. First place, Unicorn Corps, 4-star level, Commander Fang Fan. Second place, Demon Legion, 4-star level, Commander Fang Fan. Third place, Gothic Laser Rifle Corps, 4-star level, Commander Fang Fan. Fourth place, Vampire Baron Legion, 4-star level, Commander Kalen. 5th place, Yellow Turban Commander Legion, 4-star level, Commander Fang Fan. 6th, Saha Sharpshooter Legion, 4-star level, Commander Griffin. 7th place, Tiger and Leopard Cavalry Corps, 3-star level, Commander Li Ji. 8th place, Saranyas Wufa Legion, 3-star level, Commander-in-Chief Burial in the Village. 9th place, Viper Legion, 3-star level, Commander Kimura Raf. 10th place, Gargoyle Legion, 3-star level, Commander Ben Lafzun. There are 5 4-star legions on the Legion battle power list, and Fang Fan has 4 of them. The top 3 were taken over by Fang Fan's army. Country. Kalen watched her 3-star vampire army successfully promoted to 4-star vampire baron army. Her heart was full of excitement. She thought, this time can she overwhelm Fang Fan and be promoted to No. 1. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 140. She opened the Legion battle power list with great interest. Her happy face fell again. Why can't I make this joy last longer? I bought it. It's a pervert. I tried my best to gather the strength of the entire city, coupled with various promotion card rewards. I barely managed to collect 1,200 promotion cards, and then I was promoted to my vampire army. I thought I was already very powerful, but compared to this pervert, what am I? His 4 legions have all become 4-star legions. Mighty Chinese people. Huajing, somewhere. Fang Fan. It's this guy again. I want to recruit him to my command. Be my first escort. In the face of powerful family forces, personal power is too weak. I heard that Wei Guo is attacking his Zhongcheng. Send someone. Tell him. As long as he is willing to serve me, I can save Weikan. Sakura Country. High Country. Fang Fan took a breath and clasped his hands tightly. Now the time has come. All legions, attack directly from the middle after approaching the enemy. Rush in from the main gate. Zhongcheng, Zikan. Ada led the zombie army to meticulously execute Fang Fan's orders to defend the city. The 10,000 troops under his command lost more than half. This is a tragic war. But all the zombie legions never took a step back. Their belief is the only one, that is to obey the order and fight until the crystal is shattered. Zhou Kaishan and Zhao Yaxin were also fighting bloody battles in the city. There are also some small families who sent teams to come to support, but such support is rare after all. Among the many small families, there are 3 factions. A small part of the main battle faction. They did their best to defend Zhongcheng. Some of the main descendants tried their best to demand a truce, chose to open the city gates, and then surrendered to Wei Guo. The other part is the relatively hidden wall grass. No one was offended, and sent a third-rate team up to support the battle, but they kept the elites in the palm of their hands. Wei Guo assembled an army of zombies and survivors from several cities, while Zhongcheng only had 1 city's survivors, and it was divided into several factions. One can imagine the difficulty of bringing them together. If it weren't for Ada leading the zombie army to fight the city head, Zhong City might have been lost long ago. At this time, a part of the Lord's descended faction gathered together secretly. Our strength is also very strong together. When we take the city gate by surprise, we immediately open the city gate and let the army of the Wei Kingdom enter Zhongcheng. That is a great achievement. My daughter's uncle's cousin is the Wei family. With him taking the lead, the credits of all of us will be remembered by the King of Wei. The interests of our respective families will be preserved. Wealth are in danger. If you stay here all the time, you will be cold when the army of Wei Guo comes in. Count me in. I don't want to sit still. And me, I'm willing to participate too. Reverse mad. Zhou's house. At this moment, Zhou Ba is very confused. The Lord's descendants gave him a hint, invited him to join, and made him the leader. To tell the truth, Zhou Ba has no hope of being able to continue to defend. Even the most elite Zhongcheng zombie army has lost more than half, and it has only been less than a day. He wants to think about the future of the Zhou family.